Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Cannon. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Hill on the return. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Soto. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. A look now at our starting defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. To throw on 3rd down. Soto. They'll roll him out right. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
On 4th down, Matt Nagy willing to settle for 3. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
That is scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. But look now at the lineup defensively for Chicago. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Down, 50, plant. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go.
Barber on 1st and 10. Oh, Barber loses it. And this is picked up by the Bears. Look at the big man rumble. The 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Back to throw. Soto. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Here we go.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. Steps away. He'll run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Soto firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down. Soto. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tight end left, tight end left. We got 4.
Operating from the gun, Soto. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. The quick slant caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 10 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. 10-2 stop. Yo. Check go.
Running is Barber. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
From the gun, Cannon. He'll check this one down to Barber. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Gets this one to Morris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Barber. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw on 2nd down, Cannon. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cannon looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morris. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. They held him in check in the 1st half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the 1st half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Cannon, and he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me
partner.
I was. It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Throwing on 1st down. Soto. And an alley to run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. On 1st and 10, Soto. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They're going to run this with a tight end. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the gun on third down. Soto, he can run, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Texans scoop it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Following the fumble recovery. Cannon, quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the dump off at second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Cannon throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morris. 7 yards there and a first down.
Single, slot.
They'll run on first down. It's Barber. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on second down. Cannon, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. To throw on third down. Cannon setting up the screen here. It's Barber. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
The Texans send the punter out. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot. A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing again. Cannon. And he comes back with one complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Looking to throw. Cannon. Throw left side complete. It's Morris. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one and also a Texan first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Set. 60 outlaw. Get it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Kill. Turn it.
Operating from the gun. Cannon. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Cannon. This goes to Barber, the running back. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cannon, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. He's going to float this. Picked off at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin with an interesting one in the AFC. The Chargers heading east to take on Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. The Browns seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Panthers trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Lamar Jackson, terrific in the victory, as his guys move their record to 9-4 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding. Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, Soto. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll stay on the ground with Barber, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here comes Barber, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the twist.
Looking to throw. Cannon. Over the middle, complete. That's Barber. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll run it here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Cannon. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the gun on third down, Soto. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one goes for 8 yards. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And he's got some space here. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Looking to throw. Soto. He'll buy some time. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Once again, it's Barber, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Soto. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Operating from the gun, Soto. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. I'm going to protect you.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. So that'll back them up 5. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the gun, Cannon, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at a quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? There's always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
To escape, and he goes down.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. He don't want it.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Soto. Throw right side. Going to be complete to Moss. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Cannon. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Cannon. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. And the Eagles have taken a lead late in that one. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. To throw on 2nd down. Soto. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Soto. That one complete to Hill. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Cannon. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Cannon got his man complete over the middle. That's Morris. And out across midfield down to the 45. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. This will be dumped off to Barber. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cannon. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Cannon. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Chicago, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.